Good evening. I want you guys to see what I'm trying to do, because me, when I explain to you guys that I'm a farmer and I want to be a bigger farmer, I have a dream. Come with me. Yes, where I am, this is called alfalfa. This alfalfa grass, this is not my first time explaining about alfalfa. I've done alfalfa for many, many years, and I've been explaining to you a lot of things about alfalfa. You see now, we are in a dry spell. We call it a dry spell. I was on a certain forum, and one of the experts that have done alfalfa for quite long said this alfalfa can do 8 meters. Its taproot can go up to 8 meters down. So that means even if it's a very long dry spell, this grass can be sustained. I don't want to mention this again many times, my dear brothers, my dear friends. I want you to understand this. I have said it many times that this grass is a queen of protein. It's not only me, but other people have explained it. Do you see now this grass? We cut it 3 weeks ago. And you see now it has been a dry spell. It wasn't able to make a meter this time. Why? Because we cut it and the rain never favored us. So you see now it has done almost 2.5 feet, which is okay. I want you guys to get closer. Bring the camera much closer for these guys. You see, this alfalfa is quite funny, because when we had just planted it, it was showing only one plant, small and weak. So it went up, we cut it, it brought another 4. You get? When we cut it the second time, it brings another 4. I want you bring the camera and we show these guys more closer. Me, my intention of giving you these guys, I want you to understand. Do you see now this? This was 1, you see? But now this is even attached to this, and it's even attached to this and this. So we cut it, it keeps bringing 4, 3, 4, 3. But I want you guys to help me understand this. Me, my intention, I don't feel envy of anybody. And I would like you guys not to feel envy for Hamiisi as Hamiisi. Me, my intentions, because most of you have been asking me, Hamiisi, how do you benefit in the knowledge and the experience you're sharing with us? Let me tell you one thing. What I discovered myself, if you really need to be successful, you need strength. And that's why when God was making us, He gave us 2 things ever. Believe me or not, they are always double. When you look at your head, you have 2 eyes. When you look at the nose, you have 2 outlets. When you look at the mouth, you have 2. So that means everything we do, we have to do it as a group. Let me tell you one thing, you people. We have done farming in this country for many years. But why is it that we are just now starting to come up and being known, and one project is becoming dominant in East Africa, even in Africa, called goat? Do you think the recent 100 years, there was no goats in Uganda? Why is it that it's coming up? It's because we have decided to help ourselves. We have decided to give out information. We have decided to help each other. But where you will start getting envy is being reluctant, and your people you teach becomes your superior. That means, Hamiisi, if I teach you that do this and that and that, and then I relax and I don't reach to the level that I want, I'll start envying people that started after me. My dear people, I don't want to teach you something that I don't do. Where I am, this is my garden of alfalfa. I would like you guys to follow me as I try to show you. I've even decided to put in some little banana plantation, just one by one my manager wants, and we shall not allow it to do more than 3, because alfalfa is a nitrogen fixing grass, really very friendly. It even helps to fertilize the bananas. So like if you have a banana plantation and you can make 20 or 30 feet away, one by one, you can even put in alfalfa in the middle. I sometimes explain to people that me, Hamis, I don't want projects that will bring in a drop in. What am I trying to mean by dropping in? If I plant this uh, uh, the banana, and I wait for it for 2 years or 1.5 years, and it gives me a bunch or 2 bunches, each bunch is 20,000. So that means if it is 20,000 to make 100 millions, just calculate and tell me how many bunches do I really need. So I'll take long to get, but I have to look for somebody to buy this. And also after looking for a person to buy it, it is also supposed to be timely. When I plant my grass like this, if I want to harvest even today, I can harvest, wilt it, and I keep it for years, even if I have no animals to eat it. But you can't harvest a bunch of matoke, then you keep it for 3 months. Unless there is one person I know who made a plant, harvests these matoke, he seals them in a polythene, a vacuum polythene, can keep it for years in the same condition with the same taste. But when you look at the poor people like Hamis, can I really afford to do that kind of plant? It needs billions. So what am I trying to explain to you in this? I'm trying to tell you that there is a lot of things that people do, but look at your pocket and look at your time, look at your opportunities and the market opportunities. Can anybody fail to harvest alfalfa and sell it? Can anybody fail to buy meat? Because in all things, everything drops and so on, but meat will never drop. Why? Because everybody wants it. And the meat comes from here. These are the muscles. I'm telling you the truth. We plant this, give it to the animals, and this produces real muscle because it's a protein. So if you give it to the animal, those are my machines, the converters that converts this into muscles. And that's what people pay for. Come and follow me, this alfalfa grass, because me, I insist on something. I do a lot of research. I've showed you a lot of grasses, but I've insisted on alfalfa. Why? In all countries all over the world, they do alfalfa. That means there is a reason why they do it. And those people who are doing more, they have a lot of this. Come with me. Have a look at this. This is all alfalfa. I told you some time ago. This is spaced. We replanted and never came back well. But I think this can explain to you the volume one plantlet can give you. So you people who planted and didn't come out well, then you cut it off, you made a loss. Leave it, it will bring up something like that. Look at this herbage. But when you look down, it's all alfalfa. When you look the other side, it's all alfalfa. When you look this side, it's all alfalfa. Tells you that the protein levels have risen. So this is very ready to be harvested. It has not brought out a very good size because of the dry spell, but still it's nice. Hey guys, I'm somehow tired. I think I have to go into these masses. I think you can see this is all alfalfa. And when you look the other side, it's all alfalfa. There is a time whereby I'm going to invite a lot of people here from all over the world. And those people who are watching me, I want you to take this very, very serious, because this is gold. We don't know, but it's real gold. Those people who have tried to do farming, like mostly goats on zero grazing, they know what I mean by this. And even you people who are watching me from all over the world, you know what I'm talking about, alfalfa. And let me tell you one thing, you cannot fail to do goat farming when you have alfalfa. You only need more enzymes, such which can help an animal break a lot of alfalfa in the body of animals. You get it? Speed up the metabolism of the body of an animal, and that will give you very good results. So if you give it to your animal and the enzymes are not more to help the body utilize alfalfa, you will not have results. But this is my point. These are three grasses that you shouldn't miss if you want to do what they call zero grazing of goats. One, alfalfa is the queen of everything. Two, bracharia is a very good one. Three is Chloris guyana. Those are all grasses. The reason why I say that is what is best in our country. You get it? It is what is best in your country. I know there is a lot of grasses that they're explaining to you, but me, that's what I have tasted. That is what I'm sure of. So guys, you either follow me or you unfollow me. You get it? Because of that. Me, I have told you the reality. Have those three grasses if you want results. Then some maize. Maize will just be an additive to add in. Maybe soya if you want. But if you want to do what they call pasture-based feeding, pasture-based means no concentrates. But if you're using concentrates, you get high performance in a shorter time. But the taste of the meal will completely be different. So I want you guys to get the difference between the two feeding. There is what we call complete concentrate feeding, and there is what we call the pasture-based feeding. Pasture-based, you're using only pastures, maybe with some few ingredients of concentrate to, or maybe enzymes to increase the metabolism, like microbes and everything. But in reality, me, I consider pasture-based. Why? It's cheaper. If you go to concentrate-based, it's expensive. Like it or not, you need to invest a lot of money. But if you want to be like poor hamiisi, do what I'm telling you. Have your grasses, three of them. You crush them either in a powder form. You crush them maybe if not powder, then you give it in hay form. Basically, that's what I really wanted to show you. And I'm here. I think you can see there is chloris there. There is bracharia down there. But alfalfa is the biggest for me. It's my main meal. That's what I can explain to you. Guys, let me just wish you the best and bye for now.